Yo, 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 yo. I think you guys can hear me now, right? Testing 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? Please confirm. We hear you. All right, man, listen. Technology trying to get us. Technology is trying to get us. I don't know what's happening here, but for whatever reason, you guys couldn't hear me. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Well, actually, I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to just let you guys hear me the way you're hearing me. But welcome. Welcome to the latest episode of Terrible Towel Tuesday. Sorry for the delay. Technology trying to get us, man. Technology trying to get us. And I wanted to do somewhat of a quicker show. Even though I planned to start at 8 p.m. tonight, I tried to get our regular time of 8 p.m. and the technology demon got us. My technology isn't even working the way it should because my microphone is a little bit off, but as long as y'all can hear me, let's get it. Let's get it. Phone lines are open right now. This show is mainly going to be about the phone calls. So I'm going to give you guys my quick 2 or 3 topics, like literally quick. The main topic is about Coach Mike Tomlin being reinstated, re-signed, whatever you want to call it. Let me turn this music down. I don't even know if you guys are hearing that. That's going to be the main topic of the night. So let me get my other ancillary topics out of the way. First and foremost, let's say this. I'm seeing articles out there saying that Calvin Austin is impressing so far early in OTAs. So my questions to you guys in the chat really quick. Do you think Calvin Austin can really be a factor? Let me give you my quick synopsis on it. Possibly. And actually, hold on too, guys. Hold on 1 second. Because I just realized, man, because of the... I got to share this stream with a few people, man, because the first one shut down. Let me grab the link real quick. If you guys and gals can bear with me, man. Again, sorry that I'm all over the place tonight, but you know, this is live television. You guys know how it go. But ask yourselves that question and please put it in the chat. I want to know, do you guys believe that Calvin Austin can actually be a factor? Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I usually share the link directly to father-in-law Pop, Leonard Langley. You guys have seen him. I share it directly with one of my brother-in-laws, as well as I share it with big brother cousin Floyd. And also now I'm starting to send it to my dad. My dad gets upset with me if I don't send him the link. Didn't even know that he was watching that way. He is not a Steelers fan. But let me grab that link. Let me send it to those folk. Really, really quick. And then we're going to get to it. But do you guys think that Calvin Austin can be a factor? That is the question. All right. Almost ready, guys. Almost ready. Bear with me. Hang in there with me just a second. And we should be ready to rock. All right. Oops. Got some double audio going right there. Well, that is the question, man. And the reason why I asked that question, like I said, man, I'm seeing it. There was an article posted. I saw it on Steelers Depot, and they're saying that Calvin Austin is impressing. But listen, this is year 3. This is year 3 of Calvin Austin. Technically year 2. We all know he was hurt his rookie season, didn't get to play. But I will say it like this. I think he can be a factor because of his speed. More importantly, hold on. Donation. Round of applause to Victory Asher. Appreciate that donation. Somebody's knocking on my door. It's so much going on tonight, man. Let's read the comment. He says, been a while, catching you live, Sim, just dropping something in the Steelers offering plate. Hey, man, we appreciate it. We appreciate that, brother. Deacon Sim appreciates the donation plate. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, man. I know it's been rough over the last few weeks, starting the show at 9 p.m., man. But again, my son's AAU is over for the summer. He's now in basketball camp. I'm trying to get him right at 10. You know, he got a little skill, but I'm not playing. I told him as long as he shows that he's interested in whatever he wants to do, he got my full attention and full support. But now we're back at our regular 8 p.m. scheduled time. So thank you for the donation. Let me see what you guys had to say really quick about Calvin, man. Speed kills. Eric Duffy says, if used correctly. Vistalite says, was that Vistalite that I just saw? Oh, never mind. Vistalite was speaking to somebody else. Is it Falky Balboa says, yes. Most of you guys are saying yes. Aaron Moore says, yep. And yeah, let me just real briefly say what I had to say about him. Listen, it's going to be interesting to see how they use him because, again, one would think based off of his college career, and I'm talking about Roman Wilson right here, one would think that we're going to use him more in the slot. So it makes me wonder, where exactly are they going to play Calvin Austin? Are we going to play Calvin Austin is he going to be playing deep? You know what I mean? Is he going to be playing deep as far as being just like that Z route guy? That just the Z receiver, if you will, that just runs fly patterns and just deep posts and things like that. And guys, I hate to ask y'all again, man, but again, my software is tripping out. Are you guys hearing me clearly, or am I a bit low, too loud, or what? I can't even see what my volume is, but again, technology demon trying to get us, but they ain't gonna get us tonight. But yeah, it's gonna determine on how they're gonna use him. But I definitely think we could use him in spots. We saw him be able to get over the top last year against Oakland with Kenny Pickett. You're thinking about Russell Wilson, if he's the starter, what he could do with the deep ball and him throwing off the play action. I think we could utilize that speed because George Pickens, of course, is going to draw the attention as the big body. I guess they're going to play Pickens at the X now. I guess they're going to use him again, sort of like how the Titans and Arthur Smith used A.J. Brown when he was a Titan. That's the only thing that I can imagine. So I can imagine in that scenario, George is the X. Not your traditional X receiver, even though he's capable, but not your Deontay Johnson type. And you have the speed guy over here that which one of these guys are you going to play over the top? So I definitely think that Calvin Austin could be a factor off of play action. So I'm interested in seeing that. And I'm also interested to know what they mean by impresses. I mean, they've seen this guy, but is he impressing in a new offense from Arthur Smith? That would be the question. My next quick topic, and I swear I'm going to get right to the phone calls after this. Cam Sutton. I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, how do you guys feel about this signing? And I'm not talking about just a capable player. I'm talking about everything that comes with Cam Sutton coming off of his recent legal issues. We all know he was wanted and arrested for domestic violence. He was able to leave on his own reconnaissance or something like that, or he bailed out or what have you. How do you guys feel about that? The Pittsburgh Steelers being a little risque, if you will. I'll give you my quick thoughts so we can move on. Listen, I don't like taking any troubled kids, if you will, or troubled people, or unnecessary attention brought to the organization. But I have to believe that the Steelers organization must have found some comfort. You heard Mike Tomlin briefly just say, listen, we did our due diligence. There was some concerns with the legal stuff, but we've known this guy from ever since the time we drafted him. And they must have felt, from Art Rooney down to Omar Khan, down to Mike Tomlin, and even I'm sure the Steelers legal team. I'm sure everyone did their due diligence and they feel comfortable with whatever the outcome is going to be. But I definitely wanted to hear from you guys, the fans, the lovely Steeler Nation family. How do y'all feel about that? Let me interrupt myself. We have another donation. The last king of Scotland. Did y'all hear what I just said? The last king of Scotland. Talking backwards. The last king of Scotland Round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says Austin can be like a Tyler Lockett in Seattle. Very possible. Very possible. Is he as good of a route runner as Tyler Lockett? It will remain to be seen. But yeah, I think we could use him in a Tyler Lockett capacity. So it's going to be interesting. And again, it's funny that you make that comparison. It would be the big body and the small, shiftier guy in Pittsburgh, just like they were with DK Metcalf and Lockett. Pickens and Austin could possibly be that. And again, I'm excited to see what the Steelers plan to do with these receivers. Even though we all could say there's not a bona fide standout number 2, I am kind of excited to see what we can get out of Austin and Roman Wilson. So it's going to be an interesting season for sure. I look forward to see what they're going to do. But yeah, that's just my two cents, man, on Cam Sutton. They must have done their due diligence, man. And as far as on the football field, I think if we are planning to play Sutton in the slot where he should have stayed with Pittsburgh and with the Lions, that's where he plays his best football. And I think if we can get a compliment of him in the slot with Joey Porter Jr. on the outside, and whether it's going to be Jackson or if Corey Trice can perk up, or whoever else, Rush, any of these other guys that they might try on the outside, I'm liking those odds, because Joey Porter Jr. has turned himself into, somebody that you really got to pay attention to when you look at what he did and didn't give up. Had a solid season. So as far as the football field, I'm cool with that. But what do you guys think, man, about Sutton? Let me see if you guys have any thoughts about him being back on the team. Let's see. Hello, Miss Lanisha, the lovely Lanisha in the building, guys. Make sure y'all say hello to the lovely ladies. My apologies, Lanisha and others. I skipped the intro tonight because I was running late due to technology. But hello, Miss Lanisha and all of our other lovely ladies. She says, I'm good with it. I feel like the Steelers did what they needed. Yeah, I'm cool with it, man. Kenyon says nope, and I'm not sure if he's referring to me or someone else, so I'll let Kenyon chime in on that. I pretty much know Kenyon's thoughts, as far as the Cam Sutton thing, but I'm just getting clarification for you guys. Steeler Card says Sutton will most likely get suspended for 4 to 6 games. Yeah, that's the only thing. That is the only thing. If the Steelers were looking to bring Sutton in to start, see, that is the question. Great point, Steeler Cards. That's where it gets murky. Now, they didn't sign him for nothing, right? Literally didn't pay much for him. But that's where it gets a little murky. Is it a depth piece or is it a starter piece? And if it's a starter piece, are you willing to concede your starter for 4 to 6 games possibly? Because we don't know what disciplinary action is going to come down from the NFL. So that is an excellent point. All right. Mark Cunningham says, yo, Detroit had my man out there on the island last year like he's a shutdown corner. Exactly. Did not understand that at all. And absolutely, Kenyon, I already knew, but I wanted to make sure everyone in the chat got their clarification. But all right, man, I've talked long enough. It is 8:30. I'm willing to give these calls up to 30 minutes as far as in total time. Let's get to the phone calls because y'all know the main topic. And before y'all hear from me, I want to hear from you guys. Now, you're welcome to say whatever you want to say tonight, but I brought you guys on early to discuss Mike Tomlin being... hold on. Got to interrupt myself. We've got a donation. Round of applause. Appreciate that, Stillberg. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. He says, when teams double team Pickens, how do we feel about the rest of the receivers getting the job done during the tough schedule? Remains to be seen, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have great feels right now only because we haven't seen it done. right? When Deontay Johnson was there, at least we could say, well, we've seen these two guys play together. We've never seen George Pickens as the main focus. That's number one. Number two, we've never seen whoever's going to be the number two receiver as the number two receiver. Number three, we don't know who's going to be the bona fide nickel. I'm saying nickel. I meant slot. I'm thinking defense. But we don't know who's going to be the slot receiver. That's three reasons. And also, four, got the right amount of fingers up. Fourth reason, we don't know how Arthur Smith is going to run this offense. We don't know if it's going to be a lot of 11 personnel or 12 or... So for all of those reasons, I can't accurately answer your question, Stillberg, but I can tell you that it's an excellent question. Who's going to be the guy? Roman Wilson had a heck of a college career. Will it translate to the NFL? Will he get that much burn in his first season? Is Van Jefferson going to get the veteran nod? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of questions to be asked. And that was a great one right there. Round of applause again to Victory Asher, man. Y'all coming through tonight with these donations. I appreciate y'all, man. Victory Asher says CA3 should have gotten with Deontay Johnson and his offseason training in Florida. DJ's route running training videos are otherworldly, sharp and intense. Yeah, man. Deontay Johnson, again, for as much as some of Steeler Nation hated him, that dude was a bad boy with that footwork and route running and separation. He was a bad boy. Cannot deny that. Speaking of which, Victory Asher, I did see early on this year that George Pickens was working with the route god. And I think I came on here on one of these shows and said, if that boy, George Pickens, expands his route tree, look out. Look out with his capability. But all right, man, let's get to the phones. Y'all know the routine. Please don't be too long. 2 minutes or less, even less than that if possible, but get to your point, make it precise. Let's get through these quick because we never know how many calls are going to be coming through the queue. So let's go ahead and get to it. The question is, how do you guys feel about Mike Tomlin, Coach Mike Tomlin being extended for 3 years or receiving a 3-year extension? How do you guys feel about that? Are you with it? Are you without it? Do you think the Steelers can win another Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin? That is the question. All right, so let's answer these calls. First in the queue, we got area code 651. And hold on, 651. Let me turn up the volume. All right, there we go. 651, what you got for us? Uh-oh, can't hear nothing. Hold on. All right, now, I can't hear anything in the phone. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, guys. All right. So you guys can still hear me, but hold on. Let me make sure it's coming through. Hold on. Here we go. I think it is working now. Let's see. But hold on, let me make sure that The software is broadcasting my web browser. I apologize, guys, but you know how it be sometimes, man. You know how it be sometimes with technology. Let me connect my browser to my streaming output. Hold on. All right, it looks like it should be working. So let's give this another try. All right, so we're going to try area code 302. If this works, 651, please call back. Let's try 302. Hello, 302? Can't hear nothing. Now, 302 and 651. Can you guys let me know whether or not you guys can hear me in the phone queue? Yeah, I do see I have an echo. I'm about to shut it down. Hold on. There we go. No echo now, right? We good? No echo now, right? So 302. Let me know if you can hear me. And what I'm going to do really quick, guys, I'm going to run a quick test. I'm going to open up a YouTube video to see if the audio is coming through my browser. But in the meantime, if you're in the chat and you're on the phone line, let me know if you can actually hear me through Blog Talk Radio. Hold on 1 second. Let's try something. Let's try something. It might be Blog Talk Radio. It might very well be Blog Talk.
Every great achievement.
Did you guys hear that? That said every great achievement? Yeah. See, it's Blog Talk Radio. Andre Romero says that it's not coming through the phone. Man, I'm so pissed off, man. So pissed off. I really want to hear from y'all tonight, man. All right, guys. I think what I'm going to start doing, man, as a contingency plan, whenever Blog Talk Radio doesn't work, I think I am going to maybe start a Zoom or something, just so I could get people in, because I really want to hear what you guys have to say. So hold on, man. Let's see if we can make something happen. Give me a second. It's got to be something else I could do for you guys. Hold on. Okay, Infamous Tim says he's 302 and he can't hear me. Let's try something. Let me try something real quick. Hold on. Nah, that's not going to work. Somebody said make a Discord. Yeah, I think I'm going to look into making a Discord. I have a Discord account. Yeah, I could set up StreamYard, man. And yeah, let's see if that would work. Hold on real quick, because StreamYard might allow us to at least get you guys in for the audio. So hold on. Let me see something. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I at least want to hear a few of these calls, man. At least. At the very least, I want to hear what a couple of you guys have to say, guys and gals. So yeah, let me do a StreamYard really quick. And I'm gonna just enter this random studio that I have open and not start it as a I'm not going to start it as here we go. Let me start it. I'm not going to start it as a stream because we're already streaming. But if I have it playing through the browser, it should allow you guys to hear it. So what I'm going to do for you guys who are listening, I'm going to post the StreamYard link in the chat. And go to StreamYard. Access the StreamYard, and we're going to see if this thing is going to work. So hold on. Let me get to the stream. Whole lot of rigmarole, right? But listen, man, sometimes it happens with live television. You know what I mean? What I'm going to do. I'm the type of person that roll with the punches. You know, I don't let it defeat me. We roll with the punches. And worst case scenario, it just won't be a phone call. We'll just continue to chill in the chat. But I want to hear from y'all. I really want to hear from my people. So hold on. Let me enter the chat right here. All right, here we go, guys. I'm posting the link. There is the link. All right, there's the link. And I'll be waiting for some of you guys to come in StreamYard. Let's see if this thing will work. And I'll just keep my camera and everything off on the StreamYard side. But in the meantime, we shall continue. So let me give you my thoughts on Mike Tomlin as I wait for somebody to pop in the StreamYard. Listen, guys, it's like this. I made an independent video last night. You know, it didn't really get any views, so I don't know who saw it or not. Oh, hold on. Looks like it might work. So hold on. 651 is in here. Infamous Tim is in here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see if this is going to work. Hold on. There we go. 651. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. 651. Hello, 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 hello. 651. Can you hear me? 651 can't hear me. Hold on. Let's try the infamous Tim. Hello, hello, hello. Infamous Tim, can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. They can't hear me. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. And it might be because my microphone is already connected to another software. That might be the problem. Hello, hello, hello. Let's try another one. Hello, Andre, can you hear me? They can't hear me, man. All right, so, all right, if you guys are listening, you guys just say your point. Even though you can't hear me, I can hear you guys. And I think it's because my microphone is connected to both OBS and StreamYard, but we're not going to let this stop us. So what I'm going to do is call out your name and or area code, right? Just start talking. Just start talking. All right? Because obviously it seems like y'all can't hear me in StreamYard, but I can hear you. So right now, just to set the stage, 651. I'm coming to you, 651. 651. I'm about to unmute you right now. Just start talking. And what I'm going to do is leave a comment in the private chat so you know I've unmuted you. I don't know if they can hear me, man. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. So now, Andre, you next. Andre. I know this is a mess, y'all. I'm not going to put y'all through this too much longer. I promise you. If nobody can hear me or even see the chat here, we're just not going to do it tonight. But if y'all are listening to me, it's going to be a little bit of a delay because you're hearing the stream, so I'm hearing it in real time. You're going to hear me say what I'm saying right now, like 15 seconds later. So if y'all can hear me, I'm going to call your name, and then I'm going to just say, just start talking. Okay, Andre says he's talking, and I can't hear him.
Hey, Sim.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, Sim, can you hear me? Okay, cool. So my opinion on the Tomlin extension, I think that it was premature. This season was a prove-it year for me with all the changes that we've made. And if he doesn't win a playoff game, I think that he should be out. But the Pittsburgh Steelers do not agree with me, it looks like. And that's all I got. Thank you, Sim.
No problem at all, man. Thank you. That was Andre. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate that. Chat. Let me ask the chat real quick. Could y'all hear him? Let me know if y'all can hear him. Caller is really low. Okay, hold on. They said the caller was low. Hold on. Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be because of the two softwares competing with each other, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. All right, next is gonna be Victory Asher. Start talking as soon as you hear me say your name.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Sim? All right, thanks for having me on. I think it was a good move for Mike Tomlin to get the extension just for the foundation and, just to solidify the team this year. They need a leader that they're going to know that he's going to be there just after this season, because you got Russell Wilson on a 1-year contract, Justin Fields on a 1-year contract, and to have the head coach on a 1-year contract, it'll be a cluster coming up the next year. What plan would they have for the next year? And that's all I got.
Man, appreciate that, man. Again, I apologize for you guys for the makeshift the makeshift streaming and phone call delivery, man. But thank you very much. The two of you guys. Well, you said it was a bit premature, so I can understand that. I can definitely understand you guys feeling that way. But I definitely liked what you said. I believe that was Victory Asher, right? I liked what you said about you got to think about the components. Do you want to bring somebody in new now? You got these guys on a 1-year contract, yada, yada, yada. And I'm with you all the way. But hold on, let me interrupt myself. We got another donation, man. Y'all donating even though the show is raggedy tonight. I appreciate it. My man Brent Fox, round of applause. And I don't even know if y'all can hear the round of applause. So actually, hold on, let me try something. All right, let's try this. This is probably the better situation here. He says, show topic, Sim, although I believe Coach Tomlin does give the best chance to win a Super Bowl, it still is unlikely we may win one. He says KC problems. Yeah. Yeah, y'all said y'all couldn't hear the clap. You should be able to hear it now. So let's give another round of applause to Brent Fox. There it is. Yeah, my software got all janky on me tonight, man. It got ridiculously janky on me tonight, but we here. That is a great point, man. And here's the thing, because that was my question, is whether or not we thought Mike Tomlin, can the Steelers win another Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin? Actually, we do have Nobe412. Nobe412 also is in the StreamYard. So Nobe, I'm saying your name a few times here. You won't be able to hear me reply to you at all in StreamYard, but as soon as you, I'm going to say starting from now, count about 15 seconds and start talking. I'm going to put a text in the StreamYard private chat so you know that you're live. Hopefully he hears it, guys.
You hear me? Okay. I like the extension. There's a lot of younger dudes that I be talking to, like on the Twitter Spaces and stuff. So they really ain't in favor for it. But you know, he's a winning coach, and I just see this team that they assembled. Like this is probably one of the most athletic teams I've seen in a very long time for us. So I think it's big things to come, and I'm just waiting for that Russ, the Pickens connection. And I agree with whoever said that about Kelvin Austin comparing him to Lockett. I feel the same way with that. And I'm just excited for training camp. That's all I got.
Man, appreciate that, Nove. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, man. Software again is janky tonight, but thank you so much. Infamous Tim. Infamous Tim. Go ahead and unmute and start talking. We can hear you. You just can't hear me through StreamYard. So I know it's a little delay. So I'm going to give you about 10 to 15 seconds. And 651, you right after him. You right after him. Just start talking right after him.
Hey, Sim, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think Steelers fans who aren't in favor of the Mike Tomlin extension are a little privileged because if your definition of, a winning head coach is a Super Bowl winning head coach, that means, like all coaches but like 4 should be fired right now because not every team's coach won a Super Bowl already. And if your definition is, going to the AFC Championship game, then shouldn't Shanahan up in San Francisco get fired? Because after a while, you're going to get tired of only making it to the AFC Championship game. I feel like Mike Tomlin, he wins games. You're never, as a fan, embarrassed of your head coach. And a lot of fan bases can't say that about their head coach. Every single player who's been under him says that they would, run through a brick wall for this man. So I don't really see what else Steelers fans want from this man because usually when we lose games, it's not 100% on his head. It's usually, a multitude of things. And I think this 3-year extension is definitely earned from Mike T. And I think if we didn't have him, we'd be in a lot worse situation. He almost took us to the playoffs with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph at quarterback for an entire season. What more does this guy have to do for you? That's all I got to say, man. W Stream.
Man, appreciate it, man. And I guess we'll end the calls right there, man, because I don't want to have to keep delaying you guys. Like I said, I love y'all so much, man, because y'all bear with me even when it's a struggle time with the stream. That's beyond dope, man. Y'all are real supporters. None of y'all left and y'all jumping through hoops just so I can allow people to hear you guys, even though you can't hear me. So thank y'all so much for that, man. I'm gonna take some of you guys' advice, and I'm definitely going to get a Discord set up. So that might be easier. So that'll be the pivot. The Discord will be the pivot whenever. And shout outs to Ryan Clark and the boys with the pivot. But that'll be my pivot anytime Blog Talk Radio isn't working. So thank you for that. And we have one more donation here. Last King of Scotland again. Round of applause. Thank you. 651, my bad, I missed you. If you hear me, come back. I will take your call. 651, because you was the first one in the queue. So if you're hearing me, come back and I'll catch you before we go. But let me just give you my thoughts. He says Steelers fans are still live in the 70s, 2 Super Bowls last 40 years. Yeah, I will say it like this. I will make it short and sweet. Am I upset with the extension? I'm not. If the Steelers decided that they wanted to move on from Mike Tomlin after 17 years, I would have understood that as well. It's at that point. Coach has been there a long time, whether you like him or not. After 17 years, nobody could be upset about a coach being, I'm not even going to say relieved of their duties, but a change of face, right? I like Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin is, I'll even go as far as saying great coach. And I'm not talking about just X's and O's. I'm just talking about who he is. You hear all of these sound bites. You hear and see all of these things that he does when he's teaching players and leading men. I think he's a great coach in terms of leading men. And yes, despite the contrary, I do think the man knows X's and O's as well. But he also is not without his issues. Every coach has some warts. They all do. But like I said in the video I posted last night, not sure if you guys saw it or not, but the reality is I think the ownership just went with success. And I've been telling y'all this for a couple years now. Success doesn't just mean Super Bowl championships. You know why I can confidently say that about the NFL? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the teams that has the most Super Bowls in NFL history. It is us, and it is the New England Patriots, right? Which means I think even the ownership understands how tough it is to consistently win Super Bowls. Hey, New England did it with Belichick and Brady. Steelers did it with Noel and the Steel Curtain and Terry Bradshaw and them. We had our dynasty. They had their dynasty. We won a couple more in the later 2000s. And I'm only saying that to say this. Success also means keeping the cash registers ringing. I've been telling y'all that. I know a lot of people will say, oh, having no losing seasons don't mean anything, but I kept telling y'all it's more than just what we want as the fans. I'm just as upset as you guys. My biggest failure as far as my judgment of failure to the team was, I say, the Killer B era to me was one of the biggest failures, because with that potent offense, we just never could get the defense together to win a Super Bowl. That one will live with me for a long time. Like, that was the moment right there when you got Ben Roethlisberger in his prime, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and I hope some of you guys realize how nice Le'Veon Bell was now that he's gone. Martavis Bryant. We putting up 30-something points a game. Cats can't stop us. You got the best receiver in the league for multiple years in AB, and we don't win nothing. That's the biggest disappointment. But it happens. It happens. It is what it is. But the reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to make money, and the Rooney family and any of the other minority owners, is because the Steelers are always in the conversation, and they've been in the conversation for 17 straight years. So as an organization, you weigh the odds. And they probably do still believe in him as a coach. That's the thing I think a lot of you guys are missing. All of these narratives that popped up. I kept saying, stop listening to them talking heads. They don't know. It's speculation. They claim that the reports are saying, but okay, now we know the reports were wrong. They even was reporting that he was going to retire. See? I'm just saying, not telling you guys to like Mike Tomlin or dislike him. I'm looking at it from a different standpoint of just my feelings as a fan. If it was up to me, we have 8-9 Super Bowls. But the question I asked myself, I said, can they win another Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin? I think so. With the right complement of players, I think so. I do not think the Steelers have lost games or lost playoff games or lost Super Bowls just because of the head coach. I don't think there's any team, not even the Kansas City Chiefs, that win only because of the head coach. Not even the 2000s Patriots because of the head coach. Not even the 70s Steelers because of just the head coach. No, I think it's a complement of things. That's how you win. So I think if we have the right team where the offense and defense don't even have to be the best in the league, but if the Steelers can be a solid offense and a solid defense at the same time, yeah, I think a Mike Tomlin-led team, because of what he gets out of players, could win a Super Bowl. Will he? Yeah, that I can't answer. So that's just my opinion on that, guys. That's just my opinion. You know, you go with what's familiar, and from a money standpoint and an organization standpoint, this guy is going to keep butts in the seats. That is what you call success. Success is revenue. It's not just winning championships. Because, like I said, the most championships that have been won in the NFL is 6. And the Steelers are one of 2 teams who have done that. See my point? But I'm not upset with anybody that feels like it was time. 17 years is a long time. My bad, Andre Romero. Appreciate the donation, man. Round of applause. And let's see if our boy 651 came back. He did. 651, I'm coming to you right now. Again, it's going to be a delay for about 10 to 15 seconds. But I have you in the queue right now. Just start talking. As soon as you hear me say start talking.
I got you. All right. So, man, I think it was a good for the team to do. I figured it was coming. One thing I think people aren't looking at is how many times Tomlin has. Oh, sorry. The YouTube popped in on me. Sorry. But anyway, I feel like it's good. I don't think people looked at the fact that a lot of the time, how many times have he told the line for the players, for the coaches, for the ownership? How many times has he stepped out and not said, "Oh, the ownership need to get more players in here. We need better developed players. Oh, Antonio Brown wasn't my fault. Oh, this losing season wasn't my fault." He always just told the line and said it's on me. That counts for something in the organization. Um, Also, I feel like um, this is the first year he's been excited and rejuvenated because he got some dogs out here, some certified dogs. I mean, to get the quarterback that he really wanted, because from what everybody says, he was a step away from retirement. So to actually get the quarterback that he really wanted, Fields, like what he never thought he'd have, to have him back, renewed O-line. And I also think the fact that Omar Khan and the other GM, Will White, they're a team. Nobody's over anybody. They're actually they're telling Omar, "Hey, we need this." Omar said, "I got you." And it's working out for him. So I think it was worth what we did, and I'm glad to have him back. And I'm ready to see how he coaches this team this year with this renewed energy. So that's all I got.
Man, 651. Appreciate you again. I appreciate you and everybody else who's helped me out as tonight's stream has been on the struggle bus in terms of communication. But that's the thing that you have to look at. And like I said, for those of you guys who don't want Mike Tomlin, I get it. 17 years is a long time, but you do have to take in consideration what my man just said there. You even have to take in consideration what Relfax said. Relfax said here, I'm going to read it to you. He says, I understand that offense was loaded in 2017, but that defense was not good. The DB room was full of downs. I'm sorry. Outside of Hayden, who was aged, we got torched. Blake Bortles killed our secondary. And that has been my point as well. It's not an excuse, but for every time that we thought we had a chance, we all can point to something that was not good. The defense, AFC Championship against New England. But again, a lot of people put it on Tomlin. But when you look at the talent, and again, I'm not giving Tomlin an excuse. I'm just saying it has to be a full complement. Think about it. Them teams when we won the Super Bowl in this era, not talk about the 70s, but if you want to talk about the 70s, just think about that defense and the style of play back then. But let's talk about the Ben Roethlisberger era. Look at the team on both sides of the ball when they won against Seattle and when they won against the Cardinals. See what I'm saying? And even those games wasn't as wide open as it is now, but we had legit people. Whether it was the Heath Millers of the world or the Hines Ward or Randall L., Santonio Holmes. I mean, And then defensively, I ain't even got to name names. That 08 and 2010 team that should have won in Green Bay, and Ben Roethlisberger, young gunslinger, but again, it wasn't the same style of offense that we see now. We just never recovered. Like, we never had a complement of offense and defense since then. Killer B era, that whole time that defense was, think about some of the players that played for us. The Will Allens of the world, the Mike Mitchells. Who were the cornerbacks? You know what I'm saying? By the time that came and Ike Taylor is getting older. Troy Polamalu getting older. Ryan Shazier gets injured. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not sitting here making excuses. I'm just saying, guys, that it is more than just the head coach. It is a respectable offense and a respectable defense with a man in position and staff in position that are all working in unison. And we have not necessarily had that. So that's all I'm saying. You know, I can't put not winning another Super Bowl on Tomlin's head like that, because not many coaches have done it. Not many coaches have done it multiple times. Think about it. Not many in the history. Not many. So that's all I'm saying. I do think, to end this conversation, if we have a respectable offense and defense with this current staff, with the mentality of the GM and Andy Weidel, and us being more aggressive with trying different things out, fresh new start offensively, a defense that you know will be respectable, even though some of these guys are aging. I'm just saying, I do think it's possible for the Steelers to win another Super Bowl with the current regime. We'll just have to see if they can do it. We'll just have to see if they can do it. But all right, guys, I got one more donation here, man. Thank you so much, Pomps. I think that's Mariano Pompa, I think. The name may be cut short, but thank you for the donation. Yeah. Yeah. Artie Burns. Oh, my God. Victory Asher. Pump says, one thing with the Killer B era, injuries played a big factor. Rare when they were all together. Very true. And that's all I'm saying, folks. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm not making excuses for Tomlin. Donation. You know, but the combination of staff and players acquired and draft position, a lot of that had a lot to do with it. It really did. And we weren't so aggressive then, you know, as far as our free agents and stuff. We weren't spending no money like that. Here's another one. Andre Romero. Man, y'all going crazy with the donations. Round of applause. Oh. He says, why is it that we lose one player and the whole unit collapses? We lost Bell in 14 wild card, and he says, and the O does nothing, along with Ryan Shazier in 17. Well, I don't know if I judge it that harshly, where I would say collapse, but you're talking about replacing key players. Right, and I think you could see that with most NFL teams. If you know you lose the starting running back, you lose the quarterback on defense, it's gonna have a significant blow because teams can plan around that. But like I said, I don't know if I judge it that harshly, Andre. I understand your point, but I don't know if I would say that those units collapse. I would argue to say that those teams really weren't that good. From top to bottom, they weren't. Because of that. You know, we had one player here, one player there, and if they go out, again, the defense was horrid during the Killer B era. We had to outscore people. And that's just what it is. You know, it's just what it is. So I would say because of those Valentino Blake. Wow, y'all remember some of these people? I would say because of those reasons is why it was so important when you lose one player like a Bell or one player like Ryan Shazier. It's because of the rest of the team around them just won't it. It just wasn't it. But like I said, man, I don't want to I don't want to sit here and make it sound like making excuses for Mike. I'm not. I'm just saying that a lot of people will undervalue what Mike Tomlin has done in his career. And I'm here to tell you that even from a football standpoint, it is very hard to do what he's done. Whether y'all want to give him credit for it or not, he is a Super Bowl champion. He went to 2 Super Bowls. Here's the funny thing. Many people say that we should have won the 2010, right? Many people say we should have won that one. But yet, a lot of people will still say, oh, it was Cowher's team. I mean, but dang, even in 2010, had we won that one, y'all still would have said that? I mean, you still got to coach these players, however you want to slice it. But anyway, went to 2 Super Bowls. He won a Super Bowl and has been a constant figure ever since, where the team has been in constant, they've been in constant contention outside of a couple years or two. And that, folks, keeps the money coming in. So from an organization standpoint, that is how they view it. This guy has been a great coach. This is the organization. This man has been a great coach for us. He keeps us relevant. He keeps the money coming in. He's won a Super Bowl. We know he's a capable coach when he has the right players. That is how the brass is looking at it. So that's all I'm saying. But hey, congratulations to Mike Tomlin, man. Extended 3 years. So for those of you who like Mike Tomlin, you got your man. For those of you that don't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're going to. I tried to tell y'all, though. I tried to tell y'all. And I usually don't do the told you so, but I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you that the best case scenario you would have had was that Mike Tomlin would not be renewed after this season of 2024. It's the only chance y'all had of getting rid of him, and clearly that hasn't happened. So, but hey, man, that has been my show, man. Again, I appreciate you. Oh, wait, hold on. We got one more call. Oh, no, we don't. Well, I don't see you, Nathan. So, again, guys, I apologize, man, for how everything went tonight. Man, hopefully next week we'll be back hopefully Blog Talk will work properly. So we don't have to do all this finagling. But what I definitely will do is I will get a Discord set up so it's much easier. If it's not working via Blog Talk, I could just have you guys hit the Discord and we do it that way. But my apologies, man. And apologize to all of y'all for the presentation tonight. But hey, we got through the show. I feel like it was a good one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Before y'all go, man, for all the newcomers, hey, I just need you to do this here. If you are an existing person, you don't have to subscribe, but all of y'all should be able to hit that like button, right? If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And anyone else, make sure you turn on your notifications so that way you know videos are streaming and or have been uploaded. But outside of that, that's going to do it for this one. Y'all know the routine. I'm going to always advise you guys to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. Good night. And like always, I dearly thank you guys for tuning in to Turbo Towel Tuesday. Peace.